But first of all, we go off to Stamford Bridge to join the 40,000 crowd there for the match between Chelsea and Liverpool, where Liverpool were the main attractions until Chelsea, late in the week, signed their new goalkeeper.
And here's Chelsea's new goalkeeper, Petar Borota of Yugoslavia, signed for £80,000 from Partizan Belgrade. He was the captain of Partizan when they won the Yugoslavia Championship last season. He's played 14 times for his country. Last year he was Yugoslavia's goalkeeper of the year, and he says, I look forward to facing such a famous side as Liverpool. And here come this formidable Liverpool team, a side that has now got a 5-point lead at the top of the First Division, and one that's won its last 7 games outright and conceded only 1 goal in doing it, and has scored 18 goals in that time. So let's look at the Chelsea side they face today. They stand one off the bottom of the First Division with a gap of 4 points opening up from the team above them. And it's a young Chelsea side with newcomers Eamon Bannon, aged 20, John Sitton, 19, Mickey Nutton, also 19, and the substitute Jim Docherty, newly arrived from East Stirling, the substitute, he's 22. No room for Peter Osgood or for Duncan McKenzie. And indeed, here is Eamon Bannon, Scotland under-21 player from Heart of Midlothian, who scored at Bolton last week. Eamon, a midfield man. Meanwhile, Liverpool, they're unchanged on a ground where they lost in both the FA Cup and First Division last season. Alan Hansen and Jimmy Case are not included, although they are fit to play in the reserves today. Phil Thompson keeps his place in the defence. David Fairclough is the substitute. One family wrote to me this week saying that they'd named their new dog Dalgleish after Kenny Dalgleish. Well, I hope that dog's a whippet, because Kenny is so quick and elusive and red hot right now. He's already got 16 goals to his credit this season. The referee today is Tony Glasson from Salisbury, and now we're ready for a match between the team at the top and one so desperately close to the bottom. So away we go then. Chelsea attacking the goal to our left in an all strip of blue with white socks. Liverpool all in red. If you're watching in black and white, then Chelsea have slightly the darker strip. But watch out for those white socks. And what a ferocious test then for this young Chelsea side. Talking to Danny Blanchflower, the Chelsea manager, before the game, he was hard put to it to find a side that had been more formidable over the years than Liverpool have been. He mentioned Manchester United way back and his great Tottenham side way back. But for sheer consistency, well, this Liverpool side over the years really takes some beating. Ray Clements. David Johnson heading it on. That was Nutton getting the touch there for Chelsea. And the ball back here now with David Stride. And the first touch as a Chelsea player for Petar Borota. Walker played such a prominent part in that cup defeat of Liverpool last season. Phil Neal playing it in now for Dalgleish. One of those lovely characteristic turns of his, but a good and a quick interception by Graham Wilkins. Harris. Ray Wilkins, who's got to play a big part. A real class player in this Chelsea side. Harris playing in front of the Chelsea back line. Neal just a little too strong there on Stride, and a free kick. Ray Wilkins. Harris with Dalgleish trying to stop him. Harris going all the way, and there might be something here yet for Chelsea. Oh, my word, and Langley put it against the post in the end after great work between Wilkins and Langley, and a certain amount of confusion in that Liverpool defence. And it was Langley which certainly from this angle appeared to hit Clements' post, with Clements with no chance really of making a save. Oh, and a slight misunderstanding there between Sitton and Borota, indicating that they've of course not played together before. Borota came a long way for it, but Sitton prepared to take it into his own hands, or rather with his head for the corner, which Highway is now going to take for Liverpool. And the header, well, somehow Kennedy got a beautiful header in there. I think it probably bounced off the goalkeeper. Good corner and a swooping header by Kennedy. Stride, not much space, but he made very good use of it. Finding Wilkins. Bannon, well forward. Wilkins keeping that in play beautifully, Ray Wilkins for Chelsea. Stanley. Good play here. Wilkins now finding Walker. Now can he do something against Neil? The crowd thought there was an obstruction by the Liverpool defender. The referee thought otherwise. McDermott now sending Dalglish on his way. Look at the keeper right out. My word, that could have been disastrous for Borota. That could have been the most embarrassing moment. The impetuousness really of him coming right out there. It was never going to be his ball. And Dalglish could really have made him look silly. But a defender rescued him, and Borota breathes again. Here's the corner. Dalglish with it. McDermott crossing it in, and Barota's ball. My word, what a red face he would have had if Dalglish could have planted that into an empty net. Bannon to Langley. Stanley off in chase, but Hughes is there. Well, misunderstanding now at the other end between those two Liverpool men, Ray Clemence and Emlyn Hughes. Langley looked as though he might cause a bit of problem, a few problems there for Liverpool. Clemence came out. Whether Hughes didn't hear his call, I don't know. But Hughes headed it away, and it's a corner. Well, broad smile. Got a bit of pain there too from Emlyn Hughes, and a corner for Chelsea. Clive Walker with it. And Ray Kennedy away as far as Ron Harris. Walker in there. Souness hooking it away. And that's going to be a Chelsea throw. Nutton. A long ball forward to Langley, but it was Phil Thompson who won that in the air. McDermott playing it back to Neil. It's a rousing performance by Chelsea. They're in no way allowing Liverpool to settle at the moment. Now Harris versus Johnson. A good old-fashioned shoulder charge. But it seems neither the referee or linesman enjoyed that. And in fact, Tony Glasson is calling, I don't know whether it's David Johnson or Ron Harris. He's calling Ron Harris to him. See one or two people in the crowd in the background not happy with that. But a yellow card for Ron Harris for the incident just there. Kennedy. It's the old thing, when one Liverpool player gets into trouble, there's always somebody that seems to help him out, but Stride has got the legs of McDermott there. Good skill. And a lovely pass by David Stride that finds Ray Wilkins. Tommy Langley. And really Chelsea going well at the moment without having great thoughts that they might be able to break this Liverpool side down, but certainly conceding nothing. Really a question of just how far their enthusiasm will take them before their lack of experience finds them out. David Stride here with the throw. Chelsea leaves it for his skipper, Ray Wilkins. Walker. Langley back to Wilkins. Now Harris. And a shot on goal, just wide. Well, that was a nice move with Chelsea, and Ray Wilkins, who's in sparkling form at the moment for them, setting that up for Harris to drive it a yard and a bit wide of Ray Clemence's goal. So in the last 10 minutes of the first half, without a goal so far, Chelsea, I think, for all that, would be well satisfied with the way they've come here today, and they've really taken on these league leaders. And they've got a corner there off Phil Thompson. Clive Walker with it. Sitton's come up in there, and Langley's in there, and for a moment, Clements, yes, you look at the face. He didn't know where it was, and he knew he had a bit of luck there, did Ray Clements. Souness, Alan Kennedy. Long searching ball there. Dalglish might be in there. Borota did well there. What a beautiful ball from Kennedy. Always searching in there for the likes of Kenny Dalglish. And it looked for a moment as though Dalglish might just nick in there, but Borota, the Yugoslav keeper, very bravely out. Time to pause and reflect now for the Yugoslav. He's 27 years old on Monday. And it's John Sitton who needs a bit of treatment now. So we come to the last 5 minutes of the first half. Chelsea have run and chased and competed superbly, really, against Liverpool. You still have the feeling, though, that if anybody is going to put a move together and nick a goal, it will be Liverpool. But it's goalless at the moment. Wilkins. McDermott. Wilkins. Now Langley. Might be interesting. The angle's not going to be easy for him, and so he had to turn it back. Gary Stanley in there, and Stanley might get a chance to play it back. What a pity for Chelsea that was. It looked as though Stanley might be able to play it back for Bannon, and had he done that, then it would have been a formality for Bannon. Liverpool, again uncharacteristic, in all sorts of troubles there. Langley doing a good job, and Stanley taking it up, but Liverpool getting it away in the end for the corner. Walker with that corner, floated in there, and against the post, and off the line, and down goes Ray Clements. Well, how close can you get? The woodwork again, and it was Eamon Bannon who crushed a shot against it, and when it came out, Liverpool not knowing where they were, it was Gary Stanley with the shot that Liverpool blocked on the line. And there's no doubt about it that Chelsea have done well. They've carried the battle to Liverpool, and they are well deserving to be on terms as we come towards half-time. In fact, apart from that heart-stopping moment when Borota came out of his goal, and it looked for a moment as though Dalglish might have an empty goal to shoot at. It's Chelsea who have twice hit the woodwork, Langley and Bannon. And the crowd are rising on that far side to Chelsea, and to Ron Harris, I suggest in particular, who's had a brilliant first half. The old man amongst all these youngsters, but it's his enthusiasm really that has spread right through this Chelsea team, and they've never given Liverpool one moment to settle down and play their own very effective game. So a lot still to come on the big match today, and a half-time score here at Stamford Bridge that reads Chelsea 0, Liverpool 0. We'll be back with the second half.